Bless up my people. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. And in this one, my people, we've seen where the People's National Party MPs Julian Robinson and Philip Paulwell basically tabled a motion in support of the Integrity Commission's recommendation to refer the investigation of the Prime Minister Andrew Holness statutory declarations to the Financial Investigation Division, that's the FID, and same was basically blocked with the majority from the Jamaica Labour Party in a meeting of the Integrity Commission's Oversight Committee this morning. The motion called for the committee to accept the Integrity Commission's recommendation to refer the matter to the FID for further investigation, despite the Commission stating that it could not reach a final conclusion due to the Prime Minister's refusal to provide key financial details. The Jamaica Labour Party majority voted against the motion, citing procedural and timing concerns. MP Philip Paulwell, who has served on the committee for many years, expressed his disappointment at this unprecedented move. In all my years on this committee, I have never seen us reject the recommendation of the Integrity Commission. This is a curious break in custom and raises serious concerns about transparency and accountability. Julian Robinson also weighed in, and he says the implications of the decision. The Integrity Commission Act grants the Commission the authority to refer matters to law enforcement bodies like the FID. By blocking this motion, the government is effectively stalling the investigation and denying the Jamaican people transparency they deserve. This is not about politics, it's about integrity and good governance. But now, I'm going to hear a statement from a sitting member of the Jamaica Labour Party's side, Mr. Pernell Charles Jr., and his whole explanation as to why their side has used the majority to block, the motion from the People's National Party. And my people, if the Prime Minister has nothing to hide, the fact that he withheld key information and it's alleged that he didn't want to share with them his whole schedule for what he spends on a monthly basis speaks volume. And if you don't have anything to hide, why did you withhold those information from the Integrity Commission? That is what is preventing them from basically concluding his case and certifying his statutory declaration to people, because it's alleged that he has been keeping key information from them. And some people, did we really expect any better from them when we seen majority of them throwing their support behind the Prime Minister?
I wonder, Chairman, if we ought not to be calling the IC before us to discuss the matter, to really investigate and determine, is this a matter of malicious prosecution, where clearly you see the inclusion of things intended to harm the declarant rather than to seek justice. These are matters that we have to explore, because it is highly inappropriate, in my view, for an investigation to be completed and for there to now be an effort to redetermine the matter. Section 7 of the Integrity Commission Act speaks directly to cooperation between other bodies and agreement and arrangements, and it allows the Commission in the performance of its functions to cooperate with any person or body that it may deem appropriate, including those bodies that it is now seeking to redetermine this matter, that it itself has concluded. It's either that the IC is turning against itself, or that you have a situation here that is exposing itself as being a matter of corruption. And I must tell you, I am very concerned, because as a nation, if we intend to address corruption, Mr. Chairman, we must ensure that those with the primary responsibility are not including any contaminated or corrupt operation in that effort. And I speak very seriously on it, boldly. This is laden with procedural irregularities. And I hear Member Paul saying that it has never been done. That is a weak argument in relation to addressing this matter that relates to our Prime Minister, who has been subjected to the most extensive and the most expensive investigation. And we must be very clear in ensuring that as a matter of law and principle, what is done here must be done with fairness at the forefront. Chairman, before us today is the ruling on the one matter that the Director of Investigation advanced to the Director of Corruption Prosecution. And I read, the Commission's Director of Corruption Prosecution has, pursuant to the provisions of the Integrity Commission Act, inclusive of the aforementioned sections 54.3b and 54.4 of the Act, and sections 34.1a and 34.1b thereof, reviewed the subject investigation report and has ruled that, open quotation, upon careful consideration, it was determined that no charges are to be laid, close quotation. Why is it that in the motion that has been advanced, you hear no reference to what the Director of Corruption Prosecution has determined further to an examination of what has been placed before her? The other matters that are discussed in the report were not even sufficient to be advanced to the Director of Corruption Prosecution for a determination. But now we want to tell Jamaica that we must drag a declarant, regardless of who the declarant is, through a whole new redetermination because you have failed before you completed your investigation to do your job. And I tell you, Mr. Chairman, what happens to one can happen to another. There are matters that have come before the Integrity Commission and the then Contractor General that I will raise at another place to remind members and to remind those that are making much ado of this and trying to extend it to a place where it ought not to go, of what occurred when they were the ones on trial. So, Mr. Chairman, I think that as a matter of procedure, and when you examine the process, we have no choice but to ensure that before this goes any further or anywhere else, that some questions are answered as it relates to the process, the procedure, and what I see as an unfortunate effort to extend this in an inappropriate way. There are legal principles that have to be looked on from the matter of what we call functus officio, Mr. Chairman, which is a doctrine that dictates that once you have fully exercised your authority, you don't get the opportunity to redetermine those issues. And what we have here is a clear example of an effort to extend the Integrity Commission's authority where it ought not to go. The question is why? Why? And who is supporting this? And why is it being so supported? There are other issues which I won't raise here, and I hope that the declarant, in listening, will look on the issues of mandamus and other things to determine whether or not the Integrity Commission ought not to be compelled to certify, having come down with a ruling.
But all in all, my people, I believe this is to really undermine the works from the Integrity Commission and to basically water down the Integrity Commission. And we can't allow them to do such a thing, my people. But what says UNO? Now here in this segment, my people, we're seeing a Lawrence Rowe of the People's National Party calling on MP Donovan Williams to address allegations of involvement in companies under investigation and for clarity of his status according to the Integrity Commission's probe. So basically, Lawrence Rowe is asking Donovan Williams if he is one of the illicit 8, citing that he is the secretary for the 3 companies under extensive investigation by the Integrity Commissions, who are probing the whole illicit enrichment that surrounds Prime Minister Andrew Holness. And Mr. Rowe is requesting that Mr. Williams publicly address the following questions. Has your statutory declaration been certified since 2020? What is the nature and extent of your involvement with Positive Media Solutions Limited, Imperium Investment Holdings Limited, and Estate Bridge Development Limited? Did you declare any relationship or involvement with these companies in Parliament? If so, what benefits, if any, have you gained from your association with them? Have you complied with all requests for information and documents from the Director of Investigation, including those you initially refused to provide? Are you fully committed to cooperating with ongoing investigations? What steps will you take to restore public trust should these allegations prove true or remain unresolved? My people, we are yet to get any form of answers from MP Donovan Williams, who is the MP for Central Kingston. So, my people, weigh in the comment section and tell me what you think about everything that was outlined in this video. Do y'all agree with the Jamaica Labour Party using their majority to block the motion from PNP, who supports the IC probing into Prime Minister Andrew Holness's statutory declaration? Talk up, my people. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Run over to my other platform, Facebook and TikTok. Follow me over there at Anisabel Rose. Check out the YouTube store, make a purchase. It goes in support of the channel. Check out the YouTube membership. You get a lot of benefits by becoming a member. Only a small fee per month to be a member of the Anisabel Rose movement. Like up the video, share out the videos. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. On the road to 20k, help me to get there, my people. Stay tuned for more videos. Stay tuned for more updates. Big up on yourself.